All right, Mom, this time is your phone off?
No, let me go get it.
Well, in this crazy upside down world, it seems like everybody has a podcast. And you know what? I know somebody else who's got a podcast. Do you? Don't answer that just yet. Because even my mom has a podcast. Hi, I'm Vaughn Fry, and joining me is...
Mom.
And this is Even My Mom Has a Podcast, isn't it?
It is.
All right. So, what have we been up to today?
No good. I don't know. What have we done today?
So we're recording this a little later than we anticipated. And do you want to tell people why, or am I going to have to?
Because I turned the dishwasher on and it's really noisy. So
I'm having
top.
a Zevia. Yes.
Ooh.
This is, you tried this.
Yes, it tastes like seltzer water.
You are
Sorry,
absolutely
stevia.
correct. Is it stevia in there? And that's why it's called Zevia, maybe?
I thought it was, I don't know.
I'm not sure what the artificial sweetener of sorts is there, but you turned on the dishwasher and it ran for, I don't know, 2 hours, right?
Probably.
Right before we were going to start. And you did that because
I'm really smart.
you subconsciously wanted to sabotage the show.
That's right.
And you're going to talk into the microphone.
Yes,
What
sir.
are you writing down? What are you drawing?
A dishwasher.
You don't need to draw a dishwasher. Why would you do that?
Just to give my...
I
something to
needed,
do.
I needed to bring up a stress ball for you is what I needed to do.
Okay, well, let's go.
I don't have a stress ball for you. I didn't realize this was going to be an issue.
I don't need a stress ball.
You don't have any self-control. You are turning into a 4-year-old, aren't you?
Have attention deficit disorder, I guess, in my 60s.
Now, in a few days, you get to what? You get to finally pick up,
Our travel trailer.
and you nicknamed it.
Squirt.
Why?
Because it's little.
Because it's little?
Yeah.
Okay, are we going to put a graphic on the side of that like we discussed?
Like a little lime or a lemon squirting. Squirt.
There is a drink called Squirt. You can probably get their logo.
That would be cute.
That
I don't
would
think
be
your dad
cute.
likes my joke, what I call it, though.
Well, you wanted to get Link on there if you got... you thought his name was Lance,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You could get Lance Bass of NSYNC.
There
wanna
you
do
go.
that?
No.
Anything else happening with you?
Not that I think of.
Now, it's hard to have adventures with an elderly person who is a total shut-in, except for when it comes to going to Panera Bread and getting her hair done.
And the grocery store. And shopping.
I have
I like to
have
shop.
tried to bring up the possibility of going to a professional basketball game. You want to tell people about that?
No, you can.
That's not the way improv works. Okay? You don't go, "Hey, bring something to the party." No, thanks. Like that's not the way the game goes. So Wichita has a professional basketball team, and they're in I think they're called the Basketball League, TBL. I think that's the name of it, okay? And they have like
Okay.
50 teams, okay? They have a lot of teams in, smaller markets. Wichita, this is their first year, and they're called the Sky Kings.
That is a good name.
I have no idea why they're called that.
You need to get a T-shirt.
Well, they sell t-shirt. I don't know if they have a jersey for sale, but they have a lot of promotional events of sorts to try to get people to come out. And they have
It's
a free
free?
show coming in a few days. I think the 28th. They have a free show, and it's got Charles Eston's going to be there. I think it's his name. He went by Chip when he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Do you remember Chip? Kind of looked
Just-
like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, just barely. He was good, though. I remember doing a good job. His improv.
Relatively, he looked like Jim Carrey compared to the other guys,
Right.
right? Because you wouldn't mix them up with Jim Carrey, right?
Right.
But yeah, they have all these events, and it's usually like, "Hey, the guy who spilt the chili in the office, he's going to be there. Come eat some chili." But they play at Charles Koch Arena, and that seats I don't know, maybe 12 to 14,000. I don't know what their sellout sort of. But I was thinking we could sponsor them, and we'll have like our logo on their website, or I think you get season tickets and stuff. Would you? But you wouldn't be too excited to do that, would you?
We could. Do they have a winning record yet or anything?
I don't know. I know they have some tall people. They have that going for them.
That's good.
And some of them are from the area. That's kind of
Okay.
nice.
Like WSU players or KU
Like actually
players?
went to high school in our town or Wichita,
Okay.
things like that. They have a few WSU people coming to this free night that they're doing.
All right.
We also have a minor league baseball team called the Wind Surge, sometimes called the Turbo Tubs. We might go to one of their games, so we have something to talk
Do
about.
you have an alternate name?
Do I have an alternate name?
Yes.
Legendary Badass. What's your alternate name?
I don't have one.
You do too?
Oh yeah, Sea Ruth.
There you go. You actually got it right. Usually you call yourself C Fry.
I know.
Okay. But I try to call you Mom on here to cut down on the confusion. But if we're out in the grocery store, I have to call you Sea Roof because
There's lots of moms
you
around.
quit responding to Mom.
I know.
She just quit caring. Yeah. So that's sort of what we're looking to do to sort of expand the operation, right?
Right.
Why are you drawing?
Because I like to do multitask. I can't just sit here and talk to you.
What do you think people do when they host these sort of things?
Well, maybe they draw something or maybe they do other things. I
Not
don't
really. That's not really how it goes.
Okay.
Now, have you? Do you want to tell me what you've maybe watched on TV recently? So last night I started watching Fubar on the Netflix.
Fubar.
Arnold Schwarzenegger series.
Oh, did it start? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it actually started on a Thursday instead of a Friday.
We need to watch that tonight.
I'm a few episodes in. It takes a little while to kind of get acquainted to the growth of the supporting characters. Here's the problem with the show, okay?
Okay.
It is fairly corny. It is very similar to True Lies, not necessarily. It can be compared to the True Lies CBS show, but it's very similar to the True Lies movie in a lot of ways.
Well, that's good. I like the
'Cause
movie.
he's like the spy. He's keeping it secret from his family, though they say CIA instead of Omega Sector. He's keeping that from his family, but his daughter is also in the CIA, but him and her didn't know, and they tried to over-explain that they wouldn't know. To be like, no, seriously, there's a plausible reason why they wouldn't know. I'm like, bull, come on now, right?
Well, if she got into it after she went off to college, you kind of lose track then. Maybe she was able to keep her parents out of it. I don't know.
It seems like some
Parents
BS
be
to
going,
me.
"What are you doing for a living? Do you need to get a job?"
Yeah, well, they have like fake jobs.
Oh, okay.
So he has a fitness equipment supplying company called Merry Fitness. Merry Fitness.
I like that one.
And there are some play on word stuff. The problem with the show, it's a little excessively corny. What they've really done is, and I don't think other people have realized this, they've supplanted the laugh track with music. So it's like, hey, we've got the corny music. This scene's supposed to be funny. Here's where everybody's saying the funny stuff. Let's play up the corny music. And they do that instead of having an audience laugh track. Because these sort of single camera shows that are like this, that are more movie-like instead of Seinfeld or Family Matters or Perfect Strangers, multicam sitcom, those had a live audience laughing, right? Everybody lose their britches when Urkel showed up, right?
Right.
These don't have an audience. So I think that they supplanted the laughs with, here's the music to get you to think you need to laugh at home.
I'll have to watch and see if I catch that.
The number
You're
one
so good at hearing music. And
The only reason
movies.
anybody would watch this is because that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Unfortunately, the worst part of the show is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can't really go anymore. He's not Joe Biden, but he's got that Trump body going. He's in his Trump bod stage, okay?
Oh, no.
And this is not what you want Arnold Schwarzenegger in, right?
Right.
So he kind of brings things down. But I'll tell you, the supporting group, there's some people there I like. That Fortune Feemster, she grows on you.
Okay.
Her and her buddy, you and Dad would recognize this other guy, the young white guy that is like her buddy on the show. You'll recognize him. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it,
Okay.
but you'll recognize him from a show that you guys watched, I think, every episode of, and it had something to do with a boat. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The Last Ship. Remember that?
No.
With McSteamy is the captain of the ship.
I don't remember it.
Great memory, Mom.
I don't remember well.
So you don't remember well?
I don't remember well.
Okay, so everybody in the supporting group grows on you, and he also does a little light spying on his family, kind of like in True Lies, the movie, right?
Okay.
And I did see the episode where Tom Arnold showed up. Didn't have a scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, I don't know if he's in later episodes or not, but that was disappointing. But yeah, that's that. Now, I think would be a good time for us to talk about, I don't know, maybe, oh, you know what? We have reviews. I have told people that if they leave a positive review of the show, Mom will read it, right?
Right.
So, unfortunately, I deleted the podcast app from my phone to free up space. So now I have to re-download that. Apple, make your podcast app not take up every inch of free space on your phone. Okay? Can we do that, please? Yeah.
I have a quote I can throw in.
A quote? What do
That
you
you
mean?
don't know
Why
about?
is this not downloading? What the?
This is a star quote from a star. One of your favorite stars, I think.
A star quote. Am I guessing what this is?
No. Okay, you guess who it is, and I'll read the quote, and you'll try to guess, okay?
Okay.
It's somebody that I think you could like. Nobody in life gets exactly what they thought they were going to get. But if you work really hard and you're kind, amazing things will happen.
Conan O'Brien.
How'd you know that?
He said that at the end of his show when he was getting fired from, I think it was The Tonight Show.
Very good.
Yeah. And he was crying and stuff. So you remember things when gingers are crying, right?
You're good.
It's kind of makes it easy to remember. You actually
I'll
have...
try to get you next time.
You have 2 new reviews to read.
Okay.
Do you think you can handle this?
Yes, let me hold the phone. I want to hold the phone.
You're not holding it because you're going to change the page or something.
Nice podcast. I hope that you keep going and do more podcasts like these. Well, we will. Thank you.
Okay, and you have one more. All right, try to read that. Read the title and everything.
I followed Vaughn on social media for a whole while now, and I was super excited when I found out him and his mom were going to be doing a podcast. They're great people, and I love what they have going on so much. All the best for the future. Thank you.
And that says at the top there, Mom is a delight.
Oh.
Now look, would you rather be a delight or delightful? One is the pure essence of delight, and one is full of delight.
I'll take them both. I like them both.
And that is from Queen Penny AFK. What do you think AFK stands for?
I have no idea.
Can you take a guess at something?
AFK. Awesome.
No, away from keyboard. It's a gaming term. When someone's not moving, they say they're away from keyboard. Even though I say AFC, away from controller, then everybody has a fit.
Well, I didn't know that one.
Okay, I knew you didn't. That's why I asked.
Okay.
But I wanted to see if you came down a different path, and instead you said, I don't know. Okay, so she's the host of Slasher Movie Review. She hosts that with her sister, Erin, and so yeah, that's a podcast I listen to, and they talk about movies, and I listen whenever they talk about a movie I've seen. So.
I'll have to listen to him.
Okay, so that's what we know about that.
Yay.
And let's get into not necessarily a sponsor of the show, but I have here, this is the icon from Caldera Lab. You want to tell people about that?
Well, it says it's Rejuvenating Eye Serum, the icon from Caldera Lab. And apparently Vaughn's been using it because he doesn't have any wrinkles around his eyes.
Well, do you?
I don't either.
This
I'm just
is
lucky.
for dudes, but
I think I might have one.
I don't think you can probably use it. It says how to use 1-2 pumps, apply on clean, hydrated skin. Caution for external use only.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you use this often, Vaughn Fry?
I didn't use it today, but I do typically put that on in the morning. And by morning, I mean when I wake up at 2 p.m.
Yeah, you have the live. Let me tell you. Can I?
No, you do, nope.
Okay, I wanted just a little bit of it.
Okay, fine.
Just put
Here.
some on my hand.
Where?
I want a smell of it. Right there. Oh, neat. There's no scent. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe a little
Well,
real light scent.
There isn't a ton of scent because it goes near your nose, right?
Yeah.
So you
Feels
can
good.
you can try that out at calderalab.com and use our promo code FRY15 to
Look younger than you really
save
are.
15% at
Oh,
checkout.
Sorry.
All right. Well, glad we got that out of the way.
Me too. We should be experts, right?
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like
we should
that.
be experts.
Oh, no, we shouldn't. We're unpaid for a reason, is what it is. Now, I challenged you last time to come up with some news stories for us to talk about, and I'll present some stories, and you'll present some stories, and we'll have sort of a story news story bash.
Story time.
Right? Did you find some news stories?
Well, I don't think I did, but I found something. I wanted to share something new. How's that? It's kind of a new trend.
Okay, go ahead.
It's called IF. You know what that is?
If.
Yeah, but what do you think it is? Stands for?
Independent functions.
Nope, it's something I'm trying to do lately, and I didn't tell anybody because it's a secret.
Okay. So what are we saying?
It's called intermittent fasting.
Oh, yeah, you're not doing that.
Yes, I am.
You eat a Debbie cake every other hour.
No, I'm doing it. It's like I'm trying like from 10.
I've heard of intermittent fasting. I've not heard anybody call it IF. Why do we have to come up with these acronyms for everything, please? Is it just to confuse people?
To confuse people, yes. Anyway, I'm trying now. Let's keep you guys posted and see how it works. The main thing is you don't eat breakfast until like 11 or 10 or 11, and then you don't eat after 6 or 7 at night. Just water.
When I was really kicking
black coffee.
When I was doing my best life at the end of college, I was drinking only water.
No caffeine.
And I wasn't eating anything after 8 p.m.
And that's key, I think.
I'd heard Oprah's personal trainer, who I thought, well, he's paid well enough. He probably knows a few things. I heard him say that on some interview on like 2020 or Primetime or something. And I'm like, okay, I'll just do that. Bam. I had my prison body. I looked like I served hard time and was ready for rehabilitation. I weighed 129. I probably could have won a gold medal in boxing.
No, that was too little.
Oh, I did not look like 129. That's the key. I was just absolutely jacked. And so that was one of the tricks. I don't think we could manage that around here. The intermittent fasting is a little difficult when you have the food, all the snacks available.
He who has popcorn like midnight every night.
I think that when I started drinking, I keep drinking popcorn when I mention it, but when I'm eating the popcorn, I think that I actually was losing some weight. I lost 5 pounds pretty quick once we got that popcorn machine. Didn't I?
I think the popcorn machine is much more healthier than butter microwave popcorn.
That's a possibility. Which I've heard that the lining of the bag, it might be a carcinogen. Might be if we are covering ourselves from a legal stance there, right? What are you're drawing pots and pans? Is this stuff to put in your trailer? Is that what you're doing?
No.
What are you doing?
I can't say because it's private, and if somebody hears, they might get the idea. It's a special idea I have. I'm
Speaking of private, I gave you some really important information, some life hack pro tips, right? About how to get out of dangerous situations last night.
Yeah, you did. Yep. I forgot them.
And you already forgot them. Wonderful.
I remember one of them, but that's his family secret.
Okay, so one of them is a family secret, but here's the problem. The AI is coming for us, okay? Ooh. San Francisco actually acquired their first AI police dog. It's a robotic police dog, but it doesn't police dogs, okay? It's like dog shaped. It's from that Boston Dynamics robotics company.
Right.
And it looks like a headless dog, and it doesn't have any weapons, but this is your first Terminator, ladies and gentlemen. Your first Terminator.
Is a dog.
Is a headless dog, yes. People are concerned about spying potential or whatever, okay? But the AI, they're coming for us. People are using the AI. The AI will use us soon enough. There is a scam going around where people call. You receive a phone call from somebody you know. Hey, it's your son. So, hey, I'm stuck in this place. I need like $200 wired to me, Western Union, whatever. Please help. And it sounds like their voice because they can use their voice from snippets on it. Us having a crazy popular podcast, the AI probably already is using your voice to do things.
Yeah, there's another one. They're saying that they've kidnapped somebody and they're going to shoot them in the head or something. And it's just could be really scary and get your adrenaline going.
So we came up with a way around that. We have, and I heard this from a PSA in the 90s that you were to have, if your parents couldn't pick you up after school, give somebody a code word and a phrase, and they'll do it. And we have a code word, a phrase
that my mother
and that you don't remember anymore
came up with. I know that one.
Okay, your grandma came up with it.
No, your grandma.
My grandma came up with
mom.
it. And we're going to do one better. Do your code word in a celebrity impression. So in our case, we're going to be doing Sean Connery.
Like I can do Sean Connery. That's a joke.
Well, if you put your mind to it, Junior, I think you can.
I don't think I can see. I can't.
You got to give it the old try.
No.
Okay, so if you need help You have to do the Sean Connery voice, or I'm not going to send you money.
I'm going to say,
Or bail you out
Sean
of jail.
Connery says,
Now, what do you do? Here's the other life hack I gave you. Someone pulls a gun on you. They're robbing you. What do? What did I tell you to do?
I can't remember.
Tell them, hey, would you like to be in a movie? My son's got a development deal with Disney. Here's his phone number. You give him a call. He'll put you in a movie. Like, that's better than robbing us.
So you think they're going to stop not robbing us?
Everybody will stop robbing. Everybody wants to be in a movie, so they will stop robbing you to be in a movie. They'll be like, well, if I weigh this, I could get a show on Disney Plus. Okay,
I had a development deal with Disney.
Not
kind of.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, I got a really nice grant for the library for teens making movies, and you helped.
But that
volunteered to help.
Okay,
it was Disney.
It is a kind of a development.
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't have a show on Disney Channel or nothing, right?
I don't know if they ever showed. I was in the video that they did of
I guess
grant.
theoretically could. I mean, I could say I was on Netflix for a second because the back of my head was in a movie that was on Netflix. It's not streaming in high definition at the time.
Your name's at the end of the...
along with a whole lot of other production assistants, right?
No, you're the last one.
What do you mean the last one?
I think it just says
I'm in the production assistant thing. I don't think my character, guard number 1, I don't think I'm credited as that.
No, you're not, but you are credited at the end. At least you're credited.
I had a longer scene. It kind of got cut, but that's what I know about that. Let's get into the news. We already said one thing about the robots, right?
Right.
The robot uprising, which I don't know. I think that's pretty important, but some people think it's silly. We also had the passing of Tina Turner, who you know from Beyond Thunderdome, right? Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
No.
Like the leader of Bartertown, break a deal, make a deal, break a deal, face the wheel, Wheel of Fortune.
Rolling on the river.
I thought I'd try playing a lesser known song of hers, a little bit of it, see if we can get a copyright notice here. This is a good song. We'll give this a shot. Do you know this song? It's from 1984. It plays in an early episode of Miami Vice. We'll talk over it to try not to get the AI to trigger on us, okay? Y'all know this one?
I don't know it, but she has an awesome voice.
Tina Turner is who Beyonce thinks she is.
She wishes
Am I right?
she was.
Yeah.
A lot of people would like to have been Tina Turner.
What did she die of? I don't remember it saying.
I don't think they've said.
Yeah, now there are other people dying too, and they don't immediately tell us the cause of death, and that is concerning, isn't it?
I think it's fine. It's privacy.
You want it to be private, even when they're public figures?
Okay.
All right, let's bring that down a little bit. So, yeah, she died.
I looked at the picture online of Martha Stewart and her in bed. It was cute. It looked like they were having a slumber party or something.
I have not heard of this picture. That's
cute.
Weird. Okay. We also have Netflix launches paid account sharing in United States. They don't want you sharing your account with people.
Which is nice. I mean, that's only fair.
I don't know how you govern this. You're supposed to be able to travel and watch Netflix on your show and whatever, right? So it says here the monthly fee is less expensive than the basic ad-free plan, which is $10 a month, which is already insane. But more than the ad-supported plan, which is $7. So they're not going to say what the price is. Oh, $8. For $8, you can share your account with people. So this is kind of... I don't think anyone in the world, anyone in America is actually going to sign up for that. They'll just be like, oh, yeah, I have multiple computers. I have multiple houses. Who are they to say not, right?
Well, I think people need to be honest because, I mean, Netflix is trying to have a business, and if people keep misusing their passwords, then that's not right.
All right. Now, this is an interesting story here, okay? Board game YouTubers, $7,500 video request opens can of worms.
Worms.
This is interesting here, okay? So essentially what happened here, a popular board game YouTube channel was paid like some money from a company that was launching a board game. And he said, hey, I shot a video, but I was really confused about the rules of the game. We didn't really have that much fun. We'd like to do it again with some help from somebody from your staff during the video. So we need to do a new video, and so now the price is $7,500. Or we could just release the old video, essentially holding that upstart company hostage. Hey, the first video about your game is going to be a negative video unless you pay us more money.
That's lame.
Now, your youngest son, who I call Filer, he's not listening.
Yeah, but you know what? If he does, I hope he hits you.
He watches these sort of channels
I
that
hope he slugs
that
so you
make
don't
sponsored
watch.
content. The thing they're reviewing is also sponsoring the video. It's unscrupulous. I wouldn't have it. Anybody with any dignity shouldn't be doing this, and this is what is happening behind the scenes at channels that do that. Yeah, this is just coming out, but I'm telling you, that's happening all the time. What do you think of that?
I don't have an opinion.
It's a bit of an extortion thing, isn't it?
Yes. It's like a review if somebody sends you something and you review it. That's not right.
But they're paying you to review it also.
Right.
It's different if they say, hey, we're sending you this. A company might send us something to talk about.
Right.
They're not paying us to say something good about it.
Right.
If they're sponsoring, I'd like to thank them for sponsoring this video. No, you have a big audience. You don't need a sponsor from the person you're reviewing.
Well, I think I like to look at reviews for people say that they purchased these items to review and compared them. There's that guy on TV.
If only we had
on
enough people
YouTube.
with that, the scruples to do that.
Right.
If only, right? We have Indiana Jones 5 played at the Cannes Film Festival. Before this movie screened, Harrison Ford got a 15-minute standing ovation.
As he should.
Because he was an old man able to
He's
stand
awesome.
up and for 15 minutes to be clapped at. So he got that. Then the movie started. And for the first time ever, it was so boring. People were talking to each other during the movie at the Cannes Film Festival.
How rude.
Cannes or Cannes Film Festival. Yeah. So imagine that place. And people are like, why don't we go out and get drinks? You want to get some coffee? Oh, yeah, there's a great gelato place just down the... That sort of conversation's happening during your movie. Then they gave it a formality. I'm doing air quotes here, Dr. Evil air quotes. Formality 5-minute standing ovation at the end, meaning everything gets a standing ovation. Showing up, you get a standing ovation. Sitting down, you get a standing ovation, whatever.
Well, it is the Cannes Film Festival.
I think that's kind of messed up. Now, I'm not looking forward to it. Is it better than Crystal Monkey Skull, whatever? Yeah.
What was that refrigerator one? What movie
That was
that?
the Kingdom of Crystal. I'll tell you what. They have this phrase, nuke the fridge, like when something is no longer cool or got old. Nuking the fridge is the best part of that movie. That's not a bad
Everybody
nuke scene.
remembers it.
The mushroom cloud looks cool. Like there was a lot of effort put into this. That's a lead-lined fridge. You probably wouldn't survive the impact, but it was a neat idea.
So if we're going to get nuked, we all climb in our refrigerators?
You don't have a lead-lined old 50s fridge, lady.
No, I don't.
It's split level. I mean, it would be a real problem. You got all these drawers in there. But yeah, I thought that was actually pretty cool. Here's another thing. 108 corny jokes that will make you laugh out loud. This is supposed to be dad joke stuff. I'll read a few, okay?
Okay.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom?
Why?
Because the P is silent.
There you go.
What do you call a well-balanced horse? Stable. What do you call an angry carrot? A steamed veggie.
Oh, woo.
Where do polar bears keep their money?
In their polar bear pocket.
In a snow what?
In a snowbank.
In a snowbank. That one's pretty easy. How do you make an egg roll? You push it. That's really lame.
Push it.
It's supposed to be like egg roll, like
I know,
thingy,
like it rolling,
but
yeah. I like egg rolls.
What would bears be without bees? Ears. Okay.
Ears.
So you're getting some of these. All right, let's leave it at that. And I have one more cheery, uplifting story to kind of tell you. And I have to kind of find it because it wasn't in the typical news area, unfortunately.
I think it's so cool you got that Conan O'Brien quote. That's pretty cool.
Conan O'Brien quote.
Yeah, you figured it out. I got to find another one. I'm going to stump you.
I knew that because I watched his last episode.
Yeah, but how do you remember this stuff?
Photographic memory.
I guess
kind of
so.
helps. Okay, where?
I do a really good string dance.
No, you don't. You do the wrong string dance. That's what you
Too
do.
bad this isn't a video, right?
It could be. Hey, maybe
No,
maybe
that's
somebody will
okay.
send us a video camera for like a live stream sort of deal of sorts, right?
If they will, I'll do the string dance.
So I'm trying to find this saved bookmark. I have to look this up. Kill some time, Searoof. Say something interesting.
Oh, I don't know. What could I say? Is everybody getting ready for a fun Memorial Day weekend? I hope so.
What do we have any plans?
Well, your dad and I do. We're going on a little trip. We're going to go visit our headstone. We have a new headstone in the graveyard.
This is her idea of a trip, guys.
Yeah, when you get to be our age, this is big. We bought it.
We're
we had
looking
it
forward to being
installed,
buried.
and we haven't seen it yet, so we want to go see it.
Okay, so I pulled up the story. This is an uplifting story for you. Okay, this guy, Casey Rivera, 41 years old, was helping a family of ducks cross the road.
Aww.
And everybody was cheering him on. He got out of his car and he was like shushing them up the curb and everything. And everybody was cheering for him because he stopped, and everybody stopped and they're cheering for him. And this little kid was saying everybody stopped cheering for him. And he walks back to his car, and a 17-year-old white girl slammed into him, knocked him out of his shoes and socks, and killed him right there.
Oh,
And she faces 0 charges.
that's awful.
Right in front of a little kid who is waving at him and cheering and
Oh
stuff.
man, where did this take place?
California.
Oh, that is so sad.
So I think this,
I thought this was supposed to be feel good. This is feel sad, feel
well,
bad.
I wanted you to know about the #1 threat to America:
Baby ducks.
women drivers. Right?
No.
Women drivers kill way more things than anything else.
I wonder if they kill more than male drivers. I doubt it because more guys drive.
Oh my! Have you seen all the wrecks girls cause texting and driving?
Well, guys text and drive too.
Well, she straight murdered this guy, but she stayed there at the scene and didn't run away.
Well, that's
Faces
what you're
0
supposed to do.
charges.
Well, it was an accident.
White girl privilege. Flip.
What?
Right. White girl privilege.
Yeah.
It's white girl privilege, right?
Yep. Got
Big
tongue
time.
tied.
I'll tell you what, I would have got shot in the street if I did that. If I ran somebody over like that, they would have just been like, trial right here, Judge Dredd. It would have just been, hey, guilty, boom, right there. White girl, hey, whatever. It's cool. It happens. It was just a white guy that got just, exploded. So, hey, that's what happens, right?
Why, was she not even paying attention at all?
That they don't tell you.
I can't believe she isn't getting charges of reckless.
The no charges part is what blows my mind.
Reckless.
The vehicular homicide.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of options
I doubt
here.
if she's not getting anything.
Welcome to California. You're not going to California for your trailer. You go to California and the AI is going to try to trick me into bailing you out and sending them money. You're not going to remember the password to do the Sean Connery impression. None of that.
Just keep them. We don't want them. You guys can have them.
All right. Well, anything else we want to say for this week?
I can't think of anything. Just have a happy Memorial Day. Take care. Bye-bye now.